Well guys, it looks like the shovelware has been coming thick and fast recently, and here's a quick review on another title that's best avoided. My name's Gotcake and I'd like to introduce you to Troubleshooter, a top-down twin-stick shooter from Cordoba Game and Software Technologies. Now just before we get started, I'd like to make it clear that I don't go out of my way to find these bad games to rant about, but if publishers and developers are going to continue to churn out these shit indie games, and Nintendo are happy to stick them up on the store for unwitting gamers to buy, then I aim to keep calling them out on this channel and hopefully steering you guys clear of them. So, back to Troubleshooter. When you begin the game, you get to select between 1 or 2 player gameplay and then customise your avatar. There are a few different costumes as well as several different skin colours, faces, hair and hair colours, the majority of which are locked to begin with. You can unlock more of these by playing the game and earning a specific number of points in a single game. As you begin playing, you'll notice straight away that the quality of this game's graphics are pretty abysmal. There's very little texturing and the resolution looks like you decided to take a mobile phone game and try and upscale it to 1080p. When it comes to gameplay, it's about as simplistic and generic as a twin-stick shooter could get. Waves of dinosaurs drop from the sky and you shoot them with a magic wand. Killing them awards points and letting them get too close will result in you losing some of your life, indicated by the hearts at the top of the screen. There is a little variation to the dinosaurs. So far I've only seen small green and large yellow dinosaurs, but there's a screenshot on the eShop showing some big orange ones. Now the screenshot is questionable though, as they're showing these orange dinosaurs after only 4 points being earned in the game. Now I got to 49 points before losing interest and I never actually saw any orange dinosaurs, so take that as you will. So the small dinosaurs only take a couple of hits to kill and the bigger ones take a few more hits, and you'll get 1 point for killing smaller ones and 2 points for larger ones. As is the case in that other bag of shite, Skull Rogue, the developers have gone for a homing AI approach and enemies simply walk directly towards you, but unlike in Skull Rogue, there's actually very little in the environment to block their path. As you play, boxes will appear at random, which contain either a heart, which replenishes one of your lost hearts, a speed up power up, which increases your attack rate, or power ups, which change the standard shots into either fire, ice, or lightning projectiles. These upgraded projectiles seem to do about 4 times the damage of normal shots, but there doesn't actually appear to be any difference whatsoever between the 3 types, and they don't seem to provide any additional effects besides the extra damage. Now logically you would have thought that as in almost every other game with elemental attacks, ice would slow enemies, electric might stun them and fire might set them ablaze and deal damage over time. But not in this game, no, that's far too complex. In Troubleshooter, we like to keep things simple. Take the environment for example. Up in the top right corner we have what appears to be lava, but don't worry, we can walk on this without the fear of melting. And if you're concerned that the level might confuse you by changing every time you play, you can rest assured that there's no variation in level design and that you'll always be playing on this same fucking dull stage every single time you play. Besides the dinosaurs and boxes, the only other thing worth a mention are the meteorites that continually fall at random. If one should come crashing down on either you or the dinosaurs, they'll deal damage and can even kill either one of you. The game also has a really fucking annoying habit of bugging out, and enemies just stop spawning. The only way to resolve this bug is to restart your game. And this happened to me on several occasions, usually when I got between 40 and 50 points. So now that I've finished explaining what a dull affair this game is to play, you might be asking what is the point in playing then? Well, you may remember at the start I mentioned earning points to unlock those sweet costumes and character customisations. Well, let me tell you now that this is also fucking pointless. Take for example this first costume. When viewed in the character select screen, it looks pretty decent. Now let's drop it into the game, where the resolution is so fucking poor that almost every feature is indiscernible. The costume looks like shit and you can't even see the different facial expressions. Regardless of how you customise your character, you basically end up running around as a human-shaped blob made up of various colours. So ultimately, there's no progression in this game, no need for points, no variation in gameplay environment or power-ups, and thus no fucking point in playing. And in honour of Troubleshooter having a lack of anything to offer, I have a lack of stars to offer in return, and instead it gets a big fat fucking shovelware stamp of approval. You can pick up the game now, or advisably don't, from the Nintendo eShop for £2.15. And that's it for this review guys. Hopefully you heed my advice and spend your money more wisely. If you like this review, hit the like button, and if you want to stay informed on the best and worst of those lesser known indie game titles out there releasing for the Switch, then please do consider subscribing. For now though, thanks once again for watching, and until next time, game on.